Real life, real music radio with your host, Kyle Hutton.
Anybody feeling as bad as I am?
Yeah, let's talk about that for a minute. Let's just let that cat out of the bag. You know, I think we're going to rename tonight the Hangover Ball, I think is going to be the name of it. And here's the reason. I'm going to tell you why. Like I said, I've done a lot of shows here at Do-Si-Do, and last night was a first. Last night was the first time that an artist playing at Do-Si-Do for the first time as a CD release for their first full-length studio project sold every seat at Do-Si-Do. Mr. Jeff Canada. So,
thanks, guys.
And Daniel was a part of that action too, so you get part of the blame down there, buddy.
I think I had like 7 fans here, so it's all Jeff Canada, yeah.
Hey,
but I definitely gained some fans, I can tell you that, for sure.
That's cool.
They let
That's
me
cool.
know. They let me know.
So whatever celebrating you guys did both during the show and after the show last night, I think is fair game. So we're just glad that you recovered for this evening, and I want to thank you guys for coming back for a second night so that we could sit down and talk with you.
Absolutely. Appreciate having us.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. Well, I'm gonna ask you a bunch of questions this evening, and we'll talk about the fact that we're all right here from the same place, and we'll talk about songwriting and all that kind of stuff. But I wonder if you'll just pick one for us and kick us off.
Yeah, absolutely. This is actually the one we closed with last night. Well, before the Can't You See part, but it's a brand new song. It's not on the record, but we're gonna play it anyway. I don't know what happened. I can't explain it at all. I damn sure wasn't ready, but I'm starting to fall. You frustrate me. I can't figure you out, but my heart is beating out of my chest when you're around. So let's play this game to our own rules, and dance to our own tune. Let's take a chance and see what can be. And all I'm asking is take a ride with me. We can take our time, and that's alright with me. I don't know where this is going, but I can't wait to see. And I know you're broken, and I'm a little broken too. So let's set fire to the pieces and bring back something new. So let's play this game to our own rules, dance to our own tune. Let's take a chance and see what can be. And all I'm asking is take a ride with me. I think you're worth the risk, you're worth the wait. You smile at me, I can't see straight. And those blue eyes, they blow my mind. So come on girl, let's take this ride. All right. Philip Smith, y'all. So let's play this game to our own rules, and dance to our own tune. Let's take a chance and and see what can be. So let's play this game to our own rules and dance a dance at our own tune. Come on, baby, I'm waiting patiently. And all I'm asking is take a ride with me. 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 Brand new tune right there for y'all. This man right here helped me write that song, Mr. Dan.
Yeah. I love it, man. You got a brand new record out, and you open up with brand new stuff that we haven't even heard yet.
Hey.
That's a songwriter right there, man. Always got to play the newest stuff. Okay, so based on that little stage changeover, is everybody good? Anybody getting anything they're not wanting in the monitors, or everybody good?
I feel sexy.
Cool, awesome. Well, I wasn't going to say it because we just met. That made me feel kind of weird, but you read my mind.
Got to appeal those California folks, you know?
That's exactly right. Oh, yeah. Sorry, San Luis Obispo.
Edit.
I might edit that out. No, I'm just kidding.
I would.
Daniel, how you doing down there?
Making it.
You making
I did not. I was the calm person from last night. I was actually the look over for Jeff, being the soberest one in the whole place. I made sure that he didn't get in fights and didn't get drunk and thrown out of bars. But it came close, real close. Real close.
You know, you got to try really hard to get so drunk that you get thrown out of your own party. You know, that's kind of
I know a couple folks that have done
an
it.
accomplishment. That's an accomplishment. All right, Daniel, you've got a bunch of stuff going on. You got a new record coming out, but I want to ask you, you know, and this, you may get mad at me because maybe you wanted to close with this, but I'm going to ask you about one of my favorite tunes that I've heard of yours called Fairy Tale. If you tell us about that one,
yeah.
maybe play that one for us.
So Fairy Tale, how it started was living in College Station. There's a lot of college girls that are always wanting, there it is, I was waiting for it. They're always wanting that perfect relationship. And we were at a bar called The Tap one night, and there was this drunk college girl, and she was talking to her girlfriend. I can't believe he did this, and he did that, and he ran around with this girl, and this old drunk frat dude walked up and goes, hey, that ain't no fairy tale. You can't always get what you want from us boys. I was like, I need to write a song about that. So I ended up writing a song about basically the guy telling the girl, don't get your hopes up because this isn't a happy ending and it sure as hell ain't a fairy tale. Yeah. So it's called Fairy Tale. Hope you enjoy it. This ain't gonna work, it's plain to see. But baby, I'm firing no gasoline. So let's call this quits after I tell you what's lacking. Cause you can't force this shit just to try to make it happen. Still can't get you everything you ever wanted. You'll find out real quick that I ain't your Prince Charming. Cause I can't build a castle in the sky, and I won't come to your rescue every time you cry, and I won't kiss your lips to bring you out of a spell. Cause this ain't happy ever after, it ain't your fairy tale. Another late night phone call, another fist through the drywall, another I'm sorry it won't happen again. Yeah, we're going in circles, and you got me jumping hurdles. And I ain't changing, baby, this is how I'm gonna be. Still can't get you everything you ever wanted. You'll find out real quick that I ain't your Prince Charming. 'Cause I can't build you a castle in the sky, and I won't come to your rescue every time you cry. And I won't kiss your lips to bring you out of a spell. 'Cause this ain't happy ever after, and it ain't your fairy tale. It's Tyler Moore back there on the guitar, y'all. So when you're all alone and the clock strikes 12, you'll go back to that line that you know so well. 'Cause I can't build you a castle in the sky, and I won't come to your rescue every time you cry. And I won't kiss your lips to bring you out of a spell. 'Cause this ain't happy ever after. This ain't happy ever after, and it ain't your fairy tale. Ain't your fairy tale. Ain't your fairy tale. That song actually pushed us into the Hall of Fame for 95.9 The Ranch out of Dallas, Fort Worth, and Corsicana. We won a whole competition with that song on the radio.
Awesome.
If
Congratulations.
anybody was here that voted for that, thank you for all your votes.
That's awesome, man. What a great song. Okay, so how long, Jeff, how long have you and Daniel been writing together?
That's new, right?
I don't know, is it?
I don't know.
What did we do before we started writing? Never mind, don't answer that.
Too Far Gone. Too Far Gone was the first one, right?
Yeah, Too Far Gone. So that was probably, what, seven
months ago? Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, so fairly new, but you guys have already written some great songs together. I was going to ask you about Too Far Gone. It's the title track to the record that we were celebrating last night called Wishing Well. Tell us a little bit about the recording of that record. I imagine you've been writing songs for a long time. This is the first full-length, all-original project, right?
Well, when I was younger, I played a lot of rock and roll, devil's music, you know. And so I put out a record a long time ago, but it was under a name. It was not very good. It was horrible. And I put out, I don't know, multiple singles, but I stopped writing about 12, 13 years ago. I just stopped because I was playing in bars every night, and it's hard to play 300 shows a year and then want to pick up a guitar when you're not, you know. It's pretty rough. So, but then 2 years ago, you know, when my mom passed, that's when I started writing again, and it just kind of, you know, it just comes out. I don't know. I can't explain it. It's crazy.
Well, y'all tell us about Too Far Gone.
So a couple years ago, I was done with the music. I was completely done, and I was tired of playing, and life was crappy, and going through a divorce and all that stuff, and I was on a very self-destructive, you know, a lot of gambling, a lot of drinking, a lot of all those vices.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of what it's about. It's just about am I worth it? Am I worth love? Am I worth respect? Am I worth any of that, or have I already messed it all up? You know. And is there coming back from that? It's kind of what it was about. And so I wrote the verses, and then I sent it to Daniel. I'm like, help, I don't know where to go here.
I was laying on my couch watching, I think, the Rugrats in my boxers or something.
Yeah.
It was on a Sunday. I remember that because I was just chilling. And then we wrote the whole song, put it together via text message and voice memo.
Yeah.
We weren't actually in person when we wrote it. So.
Yeah, and I sent him, and then he wrote the whole chorus, and I didn't change any of it. I just kept it just like it was because it was perfect. It was like, man, this is great. And so, and then I got in the studio. The problem was I wrote like 56 songs for this record.
Wow.
And we recorded 30 or so, and then, or we demoed like 30 or so, and then we maybe not that many, but it was a lot. And then but I had to stop from writing. I had to stop myself from writing because it was like, man, this is the best song I've ever written. This is the best song I've written. I got to get on the record. Yeah. And so I'd bump something else off, and yeah, that's kind of how it happened.
That's awesome. Y'all want to play that one for us?
Yeah, let's do it. Whiskey don't work like it should. The cocaine don't make me feel good. I'm driving this road all alone. Maybe I'm too far gone. The sunshine don't keep me away. The women don't make me feel great. The radio only plays sad songs. Maybe I'm too far gone. Maybe I'm busted, or maybe I'm bruised. Maybe I'm twisted or too damn confused. Maybe I'm lonely, or maybe I'm stoned. Maybe I'm too far gone. People don't look at me the same way. I walk around carrying my mistakes. I can't get past the things that I've done. Maybe I'm too far gone. Maybe I'm busted, or maybe I'm bruised. Maybe I'm twisted or too damn confused. Maybe I'm lonely, or maybe I'm stoned. Maybe I'm too far gone. Maybe I'm busted, or maybe I'm bruised. Maybe I'm twisted or too damn confused. Maybe I'm lonely, or maybe I'm stoned. Maybe I'm too far gone. Maybe I'm too far gone. Maybe I'm too far gone. Thank y'all so much.
Yeah. You know, I always gravitate to those kind of songs. And I think it's because when somebody kind of lays out there those questions, questioning themselves, questioning the whole thing, right? Value, worth, love, all of that kind of stuff. I think there's a little bit of that in everybody that's asking the same question, which is what can make us hold on to those songs. So I think you captured it, man.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah. I appreciate it.
Good job on that.
Thanks for helping me with it, buddy.
Yeah, absolutely. So, okay, so I'm going to punt over to Daniel. I'm going to put you on the spot over there, man. I mean, obviously, you were able to jump in on that song because of some of your own life experience.
And that's why it came so easy. It was when he told me he needed help with the chorus and what the song was about. I had just went through that same exact situation, so I could relate to it. And I was like, man, it's going to be easy. And it just kind of came out. There was no changes, literally no changes at all that we put to the chorus. And I sent it to him, and he's like, oh, that's perfect. And I'm like, really? Because that's my life in a nutshell. So that's kind of how Jeff and I found each other, honestly.
We found each other.
We did find each other, man. Hey, I'll tell you what, we haven't known each other that long, but we've done some fantastic things together. We've written some awesome songs together. I'm super proud of this guy, man. He's I was told that he was not a good guy, and we were accidentally put on a show together. A band had canceled, and I guess they had called me to see if I wanted to play, and I told them yes. And then they called our friend Jim Salter, and Jim Salter said yes, and then Jeff said yes, and we showed up all expecting to play a solo acoustic show. And I was like, well, who are these bearded guys? Like, I don't want to play a show with them. And he introduced himself as Jeff Canada, and I'd heard bad things just because this guy runs a shit show. And I mean, if you've ever been to a Jeff Canada show, I mean, come on. This guy right here, make sure your cell phone's in your pocket. That's all I'm going to say, because he'll call you out for it. But, man, we played together, and the fact, on your phone again, just can't get off your phone again. I'm just kidding. That's a Jeff Canada line. Anyway, so we played together, and he was so humble, man. He was great, and he complimented me and my songwriting, and I had a song that I played that was original. He's like, man, I wish I could write like you. And I was like, dude, I wish I could write like you. And that was it. We were buddies ever since then, and we've built each other up as much as we can. And that's why I was proud whenever he asked me to, come do the release party with him. I wouldn't have missed it for the world.
That's awesome. Well, it was a great song, man. Great song. So, why don't you pick one? You can either keep us along that same, thought process, or take us completely off it. First, tell us about the record that's coming out in January.
So in January, it will be actually my first full-length record. We were supposed to release it back in April. Thank you, COVID.
I did it.
Yeah, but
shut up.
You must be better at playing music, because I didn't make any money during COVID. So,
I didn't
so
either.
we ran out of funds, and we ended up releasing a single, which was my first single ever, and it was a song called Drive. And then we were going to release it after that, and then that's when we released Fairy Tale, and then we were going to release it after that, and then my distribution people were like, hey, you probably shouldn't release a full-length record during Christmas season. And I was like, all right, so then we pushed it back to January. But it's basically every song on the record that's coming out in January I wrote. There's not a single song that I didn't write on there. I have a couple co-writers, Jody Booth, Gary Kyle, Jake Bush is in the house, Jeff Canada.
Yeah, come on.
Ty Larimore behind me. We've written a lot of songs together. This guy's been playing with, we've been on and off for 7 years. We've written some really great songs together, and he wrote all the signature licks to every guitar part on the record, played them all in the studio, and he's not a session player at all, but he definitely showed those guys up. So it's there's some real meaningful songs on there that are really dig down and kind of grab you by the bones and touch your heart, and then there's some songs that just make you want to throw your pants on the ground and party,
I did not know where that was going.
No mas, no mas pantalones,
Well, pick one. Pants on or pants off. It's up to you, buddy.
I am a little warm up here.
All right. What do you want to do, Ty?
I don't care, man.
All right. Let's do a song called Heartbreak Tonight. There's a lot of folks that already know this song just from the shows. I wrote this song about two people that know the relationship's coming to an end, but they don't want to say it, and they're pretty much just accepting the fact they're going to break even, and they don't want to be each other's heartbreak. It's called Heartbreak Tonight.
There's 200 reasons why I should be going, and there's 200 reasons I should be knowing that we'd end up this way before we said goodnight. I know it hurts, but we gotta say goodbye. So please go home. I don't wanna see you cry. I don't wanna see the pain falling from your eyes.
please walk away so I can say I tried. You can say I lied, and I don't have to be your heartbreak tonight. Your heartbreak tonight. Well, my whole town said that we would always make it, but your hometown said that you were always crazy. You never cared about a time spent together. So why you standing here crying for forever? So please go home. I don't wanna see you cry. I don't wanna see the pain falling from your eyes. Please walk away so I can say I tried. And you can say I lied, and I don't have to be your heartbreak tonight. Your heartbreak tonight. My love ain't here to stay. You don't want me anyway. So please go home. I don't want to see you cry. I don't want to see the pain falling from your eyes. Please walk away so I can say I tried. You can say I lied, and I don't have to be your heartbreak tonight. Your heartbreak tonight. It's called Heartbreak Tonight. Thank you.
Nice song. Okay, so I told you guys you were going to be active participants in the show tonight. Now, I've got microphones. I've got one right here pointed out at you. I've got one on the other side of the stage pointed out at you. And this is going to be one of your big moments, okay? I need you guys to do a liner to start off the show, all right? And you can say, you know, this is Jeff Canada, and this is Daniel Holmes, and this is real life, real music. And then y'all are going to
do we need a choreograph? Do we playing this
y'all
out?
work that out. Work
All
out
right.
your synchronized
So you're
swimming
gonna say,
in between you.
I'm Jeff Canada, I'm Daniel Holmes, and this is real life, real music. Or you want to do real life, real music together?
This doesn't seem very real. It seems like we're making it up.
Fine, we'll mess up at least
All
3
right.
times. Here we go. And action.
I'm Jeff Canada,
I'm Daniel Holmes.
and this is real life.
Real music. All right, were we supposed to be looking at cameras at that point?
Perfect.
or
No,
something?
you're great. You're great, man. You're
Nailed
great.
it.
You're great. That booger in your nose is perfect. Just leave it. Leave it for the rest of it. No, I'm kidding. That was horrible. All right. So let me ask you this question, all right? Because you've played, I mean, you've played untold number of shows
Yeah.
in this area, right?
Yeah.
last night was your first show here at Do-Si-Do, right?
Last night was my first ticketed show ever.
That's awesome. Okay, so let's talk about that for just a second. Making a living doing music, number one, I mean, it's not an easy thing, and your love for it propels you much further than the money can get you, because it is an uphill climb, right?
Constant.
You talk about the small percentage of the people in the music business that can actually get to a point where they're making money do it, and you do that. You've done that for a living for a long time.
Yeah, I do really well at it. It's great.
So here's my question for you: the difference between what you normally do and then coming in here last night, basically to do stuff that's come from your head and your heart onto a piece of art. Mm-hmm. Just the difference for you, because that's two totally different venues, totally different mindsets. I'm just interested in knowing what last night meant to you as a musician and a songwriter.
I mean, other than when my two kids were born, it's probably the best night of my life. Probably.
Wow.
I mean, I got married twice, so those were cool, but they didn't end they didn't end very well. So, I mean, they ended all right. I mean, she's still here. She's here hanging out with me tonight. So,
Yeah.
But it's just been this whole last couple of years have just been crazy. Yeah. You know, the worst. I mean, I don't even know why I'm still here, to be honest with you. It's just been really, really hard. 3 years actually, but lost my mom and just giving up on music, and I had a really bad failed business thing, and it's just been a really, really hard time. So I had to get that out there. But a show is a show to me, and everybody who's in the audience at every show, whether I'm playing Santeria or whether I'm playing my own stuff, is pretty awesome. But last night was not a normal show. Last night was crazy. I was nervous. I was shaking. I couldn't tune my guitar. I forgot words. I hit wrong notes. But we enjoyed the hell out of every second of it, didn't we?
Yeah.
So it's unbelievable, and I don't really remember a lot of it actually, and that's not the alcohol. That was it just kind of went away, Yeah. But it was nuts, and it was hard to. It was just hard to focus with that many people. Then I know all of them. I know everybody here, and it's just crazy.
Yeah. So okay. So on the heels of that, I mean, you're here, really showcasing the songs on Wishing Well. I want to ask you about one of them that I'm guessing everything we're talking about right now is part of the life experience that went into it, and that's Peaks and Valleys. That was basically when I gave up on music. I was done. I was finished. I didn't want to be in front of a microphone. I didn't want to talk to people, and I'm a huge people person. I was just kind of done. And that song is that's what it's about. It's about I mean, you can use it as a metaphor for life, of course, but it's just about playing music and having to do it. There's no other option. This is what you do. You're good at it. This is what you do. But you gotta put on a face and all the peaks and valleys of the music business, and that's what the song's about. So awesome.
And he calls it Pink Tamales. So
Pink Tamales.
First time he ever sent it to me, he's like, "Hey, dude, what do you think about this song?" Well, it was like a voice memo thing, and I was like, "Are you singing a song about tamales like messing your stomach up? These pink tamales are killing me. These pink tamales are all I see." I'm like, "What are you? Pink tamales?" He goes, "Peaks and valleys, dude. Peaks and valleys." I'm like, "Oh, gotcha. All right, my bad."
Daniel, man, I spent about 5 really good minutes setting up a real emotional delivery of that song.
I'm sorry.
And you totally
he brought it up.
dismantled it in about 15 seconds.
Edit.
It was perfect. Y'all want to play that one?
yeah, absolutely. You gonna do it? We gonna do it in the song?
You want me to sing Pink Tamales?
Maybe once.
All right, one time.
Yesterday I was happy. Today not so much.
And who the hell knows what tomorrow will bring? Maybe smile, maybe it'll be a little rough. Sometimes I get so lonely, even though there's so many people around. It's hard to hold my head up high and try to keep my feet on the ground. These peaks and valleys are killing me. These peaks and valleys are all I see. These peaks and valleys, it's hard to breathe. These peaks and valleys, these peaks and valleys.
Am I wrong? It's hard to breathe. I can't see. They're killing. Oh man.
I try to hold it all together. I try to bury my emotions away. It seems like it's been forever since I could just relax the day away. 1,000 different stages, night after night chasing a dream. A million blurred out faces, pretending to give a damn about me. These peaks and valleys are killing me. These peaks and valleys, it's hard to breathe. These peaks and valleys are all I see. These peaks and valleys, these peaks and valleys. Sometimes I'm high, sometimes I'm low. Sometimes I just want to win this show. Sometimes I'm high, sometimes I don't know. I don't know. These peaks and valleys are killing me. These peaks and valleys are all I see. These peaks and valleys, it's hard to breathe. These peaks and valleys, these peaks and valleys, these peaks and valleys are killing me, are killing me, are killing me. Yesterday I was happy, today not so much. Thank y'all so much, appreciate it.
Thank you, Daniel, for the levity.
Sorry, man.
Appreciate that.
Oh, I'm gonna get him back. It just
Oh yeah, it's coming. It's coming.
I'm the one that actually said that. I said that he said. I said he said she
He
said.
brought it up. I didn't do
I
it.
did.
All
My bad.
right, all right. You set yourself up for it. So okay, so both of you guys have written with some of the other area writers. It begs the question. Let's talk about where you're from and when you started writing songs. And let's just start with you down there, Daniel. So you call College Station home, but tell us how you got there.
So I was born in Pasadena, Texas. Anybody
Oh,
ever
yeah.
know? I moved to LaPorte, old Jake Bush hometown, wherever he's at, and then to Oklahoma, and then I wound up in a little bitty town called Huffman, Texas.
Oh yeah.
And I was there from 3rd grade until I graduated high school. And then I pretty much couch surfed for a long time being a musician. Lived with my best friend in New Caney, and then I played a show in Freeport, Texas, which is where I met, as of yesterday, my fiance. I proposed in the green room before our show yesterday. and then moved to College Station, and she is an A&M graduate and now currently a high school English teacher. So that's how I wound up in College Station. And if there's any kids that are or people that are in here that are planning on moving to College Station and you're not single and you're not going to school, go back. Don't go. Because it will get you in trouble, I promise you.
So you proposed right before the show last night?
So we had a photo shoot before the sold-out show yesterday, and I told her we were doing Christmas pictures because I had already hired my photographer for the whole day, so I got him for the whole day, so he was going to do video, photos, and I was like, hey, let's go ahead and knock out our Christmas pictures while we're at it so that way we can get it for the card. She's like, okay. And then so it was perfect, guys. So she went and got her eyelashes done, her nails done. And I was like, yes, this is falling in place. So she brought like 12 outfits. That was cool. And then we did a whole photo shoot of me, and then we brought them back upstairs, and I had my dad and her best friend in the room with us. I had code words as to when they needed to start videoing. So I was like, hey, Dad, is my hat straight? And that was his code. Okay, start videoing. And then I didn't know what to do with my hands was another code word that I was going to do it in the next 10 seconds. So, and at the point of me saying I didn't know what I was doing with my hands, I really didn't know because I was standing behind her, kind of offset behind her, and I swore to God she could feel my heart beating. Like,
yeah.
So I was actually didn't know what to do with my hands, and I'm like, okay. And I said it, and then I dropped down to one knee and, proposed, and she said yes. And she's like, wait, are we doing Christmas pictures? I'm like, no. And then she had the audacity to ask me, are you sure you want to marry me? And I'm like, no, I'm just down here. Hey, hi. So, but she did say yes.
That's
and
good. That's good. So I'll officially thank her for everybody that was here at the show last night and for everybody that's here tonight, because you would not be in the same mood that you're in right now had she said no. It would have been not nearly the performance that
I would have already written like 5 Jeff Canada style songs by now. I'm just saying.
Truth.
2 divorces, it'll do it to you.
That is awesome. Okay. Well, here's the deal. Since you were the man of the night last night and she said yes, you just I'm not going to ask you for a specific song. I'm going to ask you to play one. You pick a song you want to play, maybe dedicate to her, I don't know. Whatever you want to do.
I'll do that.
And here's the deal. I'm not being rude, but if I don't go visit the little boys' room right now, I'm not going to hear another word y'all say for the rest of the show. So while you're playing your song, I'm going to watch from the cheap seats.
Are the pink tamales bothering you too?
Yeah, that song just totally, no. Y'all give it up for Daniel Holmes.
Last night, who was here last night? Is Jake Bush still in the house? He left? Asshole. I'm just kidding. This is a song that I dedicated to her last night. I wrote it with Jake Bush and Gary Kyle. It was my quarantine because we were quarantined whenever I wrote it. But I had the idea to write a song about it doesn't matter how many people are in the room. If you're so in love with that person, it's just you and that other person in the room. That's all you feel is just you and that other person. There could be... That's like last night, there was 440 people in here, something like that. And literally my favorite moment of the night is seeing her in the crowd. And I felt that little click where it's just you and the person you love so much in the room in front of 500 people. And that's what this song's about. It's called Population, You and Me. I hope you enjoy it. Where the sun is going down and this town ain't far behind. Catching every green light with a bottle of red by my side. When I pulled in, your eyes lit up, clowning inside my old pickup truck. Right there and then, made up my mind, we could leave this town behind. 'Cause I don't need these big city lights or these crowded streets. You make country roads silent go and you're singing to me. I got a full tank in my Chevy and we're ready as we'll ever be for population, you and me. We pulled off that road at exit 105 behind Johnson's Hardware. We parked 1,000 times. The dashboard lights, the sweet red wine falling off your lips as you kiss mine. Hand in hand, heart to heart, ain't nothing can tear us apart. 'Cause we don't need these big city lights or these crowded streets. You make country roads silent go and you're singing to me. Got a full tank in my Chevy and we're ready as we'll ever be. The population, you and me. We don't need these big city lights or these crowded streets. You make country roads silent go and you're singing to me. Got a full tank in my Chevy and we're ready as we'll ever be. Oh, nothing feels better when you're riding right in the sea. Population, you and me. Thank you all very much. Got population, you and me.
Great tune, man.
Thank you.
All right, so Jeff,
Yes, sir.
I want to ask you, because you do lots of shows. You're a very entertaining guy. I want to know the song on Wishing Well that is your most fun to play. Maybe the one that gets you the most hyped up, or which one do you enjoy the most musically and just delivering?
Yeah, not just enjoy it playing it. I enjoyed doing it. You know, I enjoyed the what drove me to write it, and that's about doing it in the backseat of a car. That's what it's about. So that's always fun. This is probably the oldest song. This the second oldest song on the record. I probably wrote this song maybe 20 years ago, actually.
Okay.
So it's an old one, and that's what it's about. It's about good stuff in cars. Here you go. 16 on my knees, begging her to pretty please go for a ride with me tonight. First time out alone, I try my best to have her home a short time before midnight. She walks out with the red dress on, and I couldn't wait to get it on as she jumped in by my side. Oh, yeah. A few years later, it's time to go, it's time to get the show on the road. So I pack my stuff up and get out of town. Her street sign straight ahead, I hit the brakes and take a left. Lie by her house one more time. Baby, come out that door. What are you waiting for? Baby, meet me for one more backseat rendezvous. Angel on my right said to drop her off, but the devil on my list said to get her off. All these ain't running through my head. Flashbacks in my mind, if I could have just one more time.
with her breath on my neck, oh God. Honey, come out that door. What are you waiting for? Baby, meet me for one more backseat rendezvous. The angel on my right said to drop her off, but the devil on my list said to get her off. I already sang that part of the song. Did I just do that? Now you say that I'm with someone else, but I keep those thoughts on the shelf. But when I'm all alone with pleasure on my mind, 1,000 times I've dialed the phone just to hang up if someone's home. All these things whisper in my head. All these things whisper in my head. Honey, come out that door. What are you waiting for? Baby, meet me for one more backseat rendezvous. Honey, come out that door. What are you waiting for? Baby, meet me for one more backseat rendezvous. There it is. You know, the funny thing about that song is I've recorded it probably 4 times. Okay. And it's always been different. It's been a rock song. It's been a funk song. Anthony Pitt played bass on that. He's out here. And then we turned it into a bluegrass song. I guess it's the closest you can get to it with the banjo and all that stuff and the upright bass. Philip is normally the bass player here. Y'all, Philip Smith.
I'm a bass player.
He's a bass player, so he's like, man, I can't play guitar. Don't make me do it. And he's here anyway.
Utility player.
He's here. He's one of the most talented guys I know right here. One of the best guys I know, man. Yeah. So.
Oh, thanks, man.
Are y'all doing all right out there tonight? Everybody doing okay? Having a good time so far? Okay. That's good. That's good. All right, so let's punt back over there to you, Daniel. So tell us a little bit about the making of this record that we're going to hear in January, and I wonder if you'd pick one off of the new project play for us.
Yeah, absolutely. We're recording it at Stormy Cooper Media, and Travis Bishop and Lyndon Hughes are the producers on it. This last song that I played, Population You and Me, Jody Dale Bartula from the Cody Johnson Band actually produced that one.
Cool.
So we're hoping that we can maybe pitch that off and get some big things and maybe kind of get our foot in the door. But it was a fun project, honestly. I don't have much experience in the studio atmosphere, but they definitely made it fun for us, and they showed me the ropes and showed me how everything was done, and I was just mind blown that I had these songs that I'd written, and I had this sound in my head, and they created it. Yeah. They brought it to life, and I've never heard my music sound, because when I play acoustic shows, I hear harmonies in my head, I hear the lead in my head, and I'm over here, and they're like, okay, what do you want the lead to? Like, me and Tyler are talking about lead, and I'm like, I want it to go, and he's like, okay, there it is. That's what's fun. And then I told the bass how I wanted the bass to be, and I mean, they created the whole thing. I loved every second of it. Yeah. And there's it's up and downs. There's some sad songs on there, and then there's some upbeat, like I said, party songs. So, I guess I'll do the one. I wrote one with Jody Booth and Brian Sacco. Cool. And it has been called "Gives Her a Ring." It's been called "Waitin' by the Phone." Everybody calls it the Wi-Fi song, but on the record it will be called "Waitin'," okay, and in parentheses, the Wi-Fi song. I love writing music with Jody because Jody is so unique at the way he writes, and the reason people call it the Wi-Fi song is because we use Wi-Fi twice, and there's a play on words on it. So if you've never heard this song, you're going to understand why it's called the Wi-Fi song. It's called "Waitin'," and it will be actually the single we're releasing, "Waitin'," in 2 weeks. It'll be the next single coming out in November. So.
We're waiting.
Is there something wrong with her phone? Or isn't mine? The last time someone called me, it worked just fine. She won't answer and she won't return my calls. Is there someone else? Am I losing it all? Why's the Wi-Fi down on the worst night I could be alone? While he gets the Wi-Fi I wanted to call my own, he gains it all while I lose everything. While I'm waiting by the phone as he gives her a ring, my worn out soles have worn some holes in this hardwood floor. I turn the ringer up on my cell phone 1,000 times or more. Make damn sure it's plugged in, 'cause it's in the red. And all I do is think of the two little words that run through my head. Why's the Wi-Fi down on the worst night I could be alone? While he gets the Wi-Fi I wanted to call my own, he gains it all while I lose everything. While I'm waiting by the phone as he gives her a ring, she got a new number the day she changed her name. My heart's gonna heal, but it'll never be the same. Why's the Wi-Fi down on the worst night I could be alone? While he gets the Wi-Fi I wanted to call my own, he gains it all while I lose everything. While I'm waiting by the phone, waiting by the phone, while I'm waiting by the phone, he gave her a ring. It's called Waiting. Thank you. Did y'all get the play on words? The Wi-Fi and the Wi-Fi. The ones you probably didn't realize is there's a line that says, and all I do is think about the two little words she's going to say. I do. Kind of, yeah. Never mind.
I got it.
Just little parts in there, you know.
Cool. I'm trying to decide whether to play the one song I've written with Jody Booth.
Do it. Kyle Hutton, y'all.
But I've never played this one, so this could go really bad. I've never played it in public. Jody and Tim Nichols and I got together and wrote. Let's see if I can remember it. We wrote this song with Corey Morrow, and he recorded it and put it on his record. And man, this was my first #1 on the Texas music chart as a songwriter. Was this song right here, and I'll try to do a little bit of it and see if I can pull it off. We were sitting around, and we were trying to come up with something to write, and I, of course, since I'm the only one of the four of us here, will take credit for the hook. and they said, man, we ought to write a song about whiskey. And I said, what's the hook? It's that good. I said, if you were half a man, you'd be there by her side, but whiskey goes down easier than pride. And they said, let's write that. And so we did. So I'll try it for you. It goes like this. Man across the bar staring me down. What the hell you doing here? Sitting on the throne with your crown, while she's drowning in her tears. Hey, what's the story this time? Oh, come on, tell me what she done. Why don't you take a sip and justify? When things get hard, you tend to run. So keep lying to yourself and hang on to your fears when the answer's clear. If you were half a man, you'd be there by her side. But I guess whiskey goes down easier than pride. Now you could take another shot, or you could head your ass back home. Maybe stay and drink all they got. I guess you'd rather be lonely than wrong. So keep lying to yourself and hang on to your fears as the answer's clear. If you were half a man, you'd be there by her side. I guess whiskey goes down easier than pride. Bet I look crazy to everyone else staring at this mirror and lying to myself and hanging on my fears when the answer's clear. If I was half a man, I'd be there by her side. But you know whiskey goes down easier than pride. Yeah, you know whiskey goes down easier than pride.
Kyle Hutton, y'all.
Something like that.
I love whiskey songs. They're my favorite.
Yeah, they're pretty easy to write if you've had a certain level of life experience with whiskey, which
I don't know.
I guess we have.
Not me. Maybe
So
a little
Jody
bit.
Booth, old Jody Booth, we can talk bad about him because he's not here tonight. I like his collection of limericks, but we won't tell any of them tonight. He probably learned them from Jeff.
I've never met him, so I don't know.
Oh, no?
No.
Well,
I don't know anybody. I know you. I don't know Daniel.
well, then you know the important people.
About it.
That's funny. Okay, so here's I wanna ask you about a song on your record because again, I think sometimes the funny thing is, as a songwriter, what I've found is sometimes the most introspective stories that are very specific to me and my experience are the ones that people come up after a show and go, hey man, that song, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I think as a songwriter, I can get trapped in the, man, I want to write something that and
Right.
you try to do that thing, but more often it's been the things that I wrote just because I had to get something out that are the songs that people connect with. And I guess that's their own internal BS meter, you know?
Yeah, for
They
sure.
know what's true. And man, a song that just punched me in the stomach was Needle and Thread. And so, I want you to tell us about that one. And I know that's one of those ones that came at a great cost. So,
Yeah, that's definitely the hardest song I've ever had to write. it's definitely the hardest song I play live. I don't like playing it live, but so many people have taken a hold of it, and I've gotten so many messages on Facebook about people that have lost, someone to cancer, and how it just kind of helped them a little bit, which was really cool. We played a show. We opened for Kevin Fowler 2 weeks ago, I think, and me and Philip were just acoustic with his full band, I got off stage, and there's this 350-pound dude, 7 foot tall, just this huge guy, and he's just bawling, like just crying, and he comes up to me and he just grabs me up and he gives me this big hug, and I'm like, COVID, bro. And he's like, man, I love you, man. And dude, we just put my dad in hospice, and the fact that you bared your soul like that in front of all these people, and it means a lot. I can tell you're a real MFer. And I was like, yes, I am. But the song itself was very difficult to write, and that's what got this whole thing started. This whole thing started because of this song, and because I didn't play country, I played all the rock stuff, but I'm from Splendora, and I've been thrown off a horse or two, and I wore boots until I was 15, 16, so boots and Wranglers and cowboy hat and all that stuff, and so I was like, I need to write my mom a song. So I went out to her house and got her CD collection and started listening to all the good stuff that I grew up on, the Vince Gill and all that stuff, and Waylon Jennings and all those classic guys. And I was like, all right, I wanted to sound a 70s country style. And so my guitar player, he came over to the house, and we actually all got together at Philip's house, and we sat down and we started working on it. And I had part of it already done, and Gabe was playing on a lap slide, and it was crazy. It was so good. And so I wrote the song and I recorded it and I released it on her birthday in 2018. And I miss her every day. And I'm glad I wrote the song, and I'm glad that I stuck with it. And I'm glad I wrote this record, because it's because of her. So.
Wow.
And I also don't want my pops to feel slighted. I know last night I didn't call you out or anything from stage, and I love you a lot, and so hope you didn't feel that I was ignoring you or anything. I'm glad you're here, and I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you either. So it's called Needle and Thread. Let's call tune first. How about that? Can we do that real quick? What happened? Did you touch my guitar, Daniel?
No.
He's always playing tricks, man.
We wrote this song together too. It's called Tuning.
Tuning. I never expected to get that phone call. I damn sure didn't want to make that drive. And 3 long hours behind the steering wheel. I didn't know I'd have to say goodbye. And getting that bad news in that small town, and all those hours walking the halls, and drawing those hearts on the whiteboard, and answering all those hard phone calls. You can put down your needle and thread. There's nothing left to fix. There's nothing left to mend. You can let go. You can let go. You can let go. There was so much love around you while you laid in that hospital bed. And your 3 sons growing closer as we waited for your last breath. You
can put down your needle and thread. There's nothing left to fix. There's nothing left to mend. You can let go. You can let go. You can let go. Just don't believe in angels, but I hope that I am wrong. 'Cause flying high among the angels is where you belong. Is where you belong. Now I'm sitting here without you, crying while I put words to the song. But I can't help but to be thankful, because you love me all along. And I know you never judged me. You let me be my own man. And I know it made you happy, raising my kids just the same. You can put down your needle and thread. There's nothing left to fix. There's nothing left to mend. You can let go. 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 You can put down your needle and thread. There's nothing left to fix. There's nothing left to mend.
Thank you. So a few things about that. A couple of things about that is in the studio. I don't know if I'm getting real sad here, so I'm sorry, but I don't know if anybody's ever been there for that last couple hours or last few hours or last 10 hours or whatever it is when someone's in hospice, and you know. And when I was in the studio, the producer, first of all, I didn't write this song for anybody else. I didn't write it. I wrote it for me. I was going to record it for me. I was not worried about selling it. You know, I was not worried about it. And so, and in the studio, me and the producer, shout out to Josh Walker at 150 Media House, we got in a lot of arguments about the end of the song, because he's like, man, we need to, like, you're doing You Can Let Go, You Can Let Go, You Can Let Go. And it's like, so and I was like, bro, I'm not going to argue with you about it. Like, I want people, when they're hearing it, to feel uncomfortable. You know, and I want to be able to express that, what you're going through when they take those breaths, you know, and it's a tough deal, and it's the hardest thing I've ever dealt with in my life, was being there, and so that's one thing. And then I'm not a religious person at all. I don't do that. I don't judge anybody that does. I think it's great, but Daniel texted me this morning. He's like, hey man, are you ready for this? I'm like, dude, it already happened. What am I ready for? He's like, no, I need you to sit down, and I was like, all right. So he sends me a picture. He was sitting right there, and he sends a picture of me on stage, and I still think he did it on the photo, but there's no light right above the stage, and above my head when I'm singing that song, there is a light that I have no idea. I mean, it gave me chill bumps, man. It's like, this is the weirdest thing ever, man. So thank you very much for taking that photo, and sending that to me. But it's surreal to see that, you know, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they're watching, you know. I don't know. Well, thank you. She believes. And so, but anyway, thank you guys so much for bearing with me on that one. So.
Yeah.
And I'm supposed to be the funny guy. What is going on here?
That's
You're the one
great.
cracking
This
all the
is
jokes
great.
tonight, and I'm the one being all serious. What's going on?
I'm about to get serious.
No, man, you know what? I can't. This is my show, so I get to say what I want. No, I listen. Here's what I do believe. I believe in a much bigger hand that runs things, and I also believe that he or she, however you want to categorize that, has a very big sense of humor. So of course there would be a big light above your head on your sold out night at Do-Si-Do playing that song that you wrote for your mom. I mean, of course there would be. And of course it got captured, which is cool. So I wanted to tell you the reason that song caught me from the very beginning. And then when you start talking about drawing hearts on the whiteboard and stuff like that, because that's not what you hear every day in every song, right? But I just want you to know that you capturing that experience means a lot to some other people that have a different version of that story. My wife's mother and my father-in-law, they used to come sit in here at every show, and she just one day was experiencing some things that had them go in and get MRIs and CAT scans and all that. And 4 months later, we sat in the room with her as she let go.
Sorry about that.
And so, well, I appreciate that, but I just want you to know that you capturing that moment means a lot to a lot of people. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
Yeah. So top that little song, boy.
You want me to? Because we both got mama songs.
We do.
All right, well, good. Let's do it.
We normally, when we play together, we follow each other's mama songs. We have a cry in your beer moment for everybody watching our show. I lost my mom, but she didn't pass away, if that makes any sense at all. My mom left for, I guess, decisions that she knew she couldn't have her kids around. And she moved away, and I met her on Christmas Day when I was like 2 years old, I think, and she came to watch us open our presents and then said she was stepping outside, and I didn't meet her again until I was like, I don't know, like 10. And then I tried living with her, and then she still made some wrong decisions, and so she's not in my life, and I'm good with that. But after the last straw, I decided I was going to sit down and write a song about the situation and everything that I've been through with that. So the song's called Dear Mama. Hope you enjoy it. Dad, don't cry. So dear Mama, where did you go? Why did you leave me here all alone? I heard you went out west, chasing your dreams, choosing the thrills over your family. I hope your soul did some searching. I hope your heart did some hurt. I hope your mind did some wondering while you were free. Oh, dear Mama, I hope you think of me. Dear Mama, today I turned 5. I learned to grow without you by my side. And Daddy works 2 jobs just to keep the wolves at bay, just to make those ends meet while you're away. I learned to stand up tall, I learned to rise above it all. I learned to pray for you each night before I go to sleep. Oh, dear Mama, I pray you think of me. I hope you think of me when you're out there all alone. I hope you find that light that guides you home. And while you're out there living carelessly, I hope that you think of me. So dear Mom, I've got to go. I gotta leave you here and hit the road. I gotta fly out west. I gotta chase all my dreams. I gotta chase all those thrills and start a family. Oh, dear Mama, I hope you think of me. And better yet, Mama, don't you dare think of me.
Wow. Dude, y'all both killed us. I think we better shift gears. I think we better shift gears to something else. Give us the Jeff Canada comedy moment or something.
Let's do it. Please, let's do it.
You told me I had to obey FCC regulations, man.
Well, surely you've got something that's like, I don't know.
I'm just off the cuff, man.
I got you. I hear you.
Go.
Okay, let's keep that reeled in. I appreciate you not making our editing job too hard. Have y'all had a good time tonight? All right.
Two more each? Yeah.
So just pick. You guys just pick what you want to play, but tell us about it before you
Let's
play.
do one about whiskey. Let's do that one.
Go right ahead.
This is a lot of people's favorite song on the record. It's called Whiskey Tears, and it's when you first hear it, it sounds kind of like a love song, but it's whatever. I Want You Back song. It's not that. It's I say this at every show because it's funny, a little comedy for you. But that when I was thinking about writing it, I had this line in my head: my whiskey tears need whiskey kisses. Throw out all the inhibitions or whatever it is, and so it's kind of the best way to get over somebody is get under somebody kind of song, So. Ow. So those of y'all that are going through heartbreak, it doesn't work, by the way. It doesn't. It definitely does not work. But I gave it my best shot. So it's called Whiskey Tears. I hope you like it. There's another empty bar stool sitting next to me. This bar's pretty crowded, but I'm alone as can be. It's been a while since she left me, and I was hoping I'd be fine. But this bottle's not doing the job of getting her off of my mind. 'Cause these whiskey tears need whiskey kisses. They'll throw out all the rules and all the inhibitions. I'm not gonna lie about my intentions, 'cause these whiskey tears need whiskey kisses. I ain't looking for love, I ain't looking for a friend.
don't need no tenderness. I just want the room to spin. I ain't looking for no magic. I don't need no sparks. I'm looking for anything to get her off of my heart. 'Cause these whiskey tears need whiskey kisses to throw out all the rules and all the inhibition. I'm not gonna lie about my intentions, 'cause these whiskey tears they need whiskey kisses. These whiskey tears need whiskey kisses, throw out all the rules and all the inhibition. I'm not gonna lie, no, about my intentions. These whiskey tears and need whiskey kisses. Yeah, these whiskey tears and need whiskey kisses. Yeah, my whiskey tears need your whiskey kisses. Thank y'all so much.
All right,
we got a band meeting real quick.
Yeah,
Sorry about
y'all
that.
got it all figured out? Perfect.
So I'm gonna move the spotlight from myself to my guitar player Ty. We've been on and off stage together for 7 years. We've written a lot of songs together. We wrote a song together that I actually do not perform, but Ty has actually just released his own solo record, and he put it on his record. So if it's okay with y'all, if I could pass the torch to Ty Larimore back here to do a song we wrote together.
So me and Daniel were going through a breakup at the time, and he was really down in the dumps.
I
wasn't all that sad about it, honestly. So we were both drunk upstairs at El Campo and Greek Brothers, and we started writing a song, and he started off with a slow, like, ballad, like I'm, tear in your beer kind of song. Duh. And I said, let's turn that around and let's do something better. So the song's called I've Been Down. Well, ever since you left me, I've been down. Getting used to you not being around. Well, I've been telling myself I'll be okay. Won't need you anyway. 'Cause ever since you left me, I've been down. Head down to go out on the town. Find another girl I can spin around. Go out dancing on Friday nights. Head down to go out, down to have fun. I'm down to spend the night on the run. Ever since you left me, I've been down. Hey, I bet you thought you broke my heart, but I wouldn't know where to start. 'Cause I'm at the bottom of this glass. Thought you were the best thing that happened to me, but you finally set us free. Ever since you left me, I've been down. All down to go out on the town. Find another girl that I can spin around. Go out dancing every night. Yeah, down to go out, down to have fun. Down to spend the night on the run. Ever since you left me, I've been down. Well, ever since you left me, I've been down. got me lost in my head, spinning round and round and round. So give me one more beer, one more song. Let's party all night long. 'Cause ever since you left me, I've been down. Hey, down to go out on the town, and I'll find that girl I can spin around and go out dancing another night. Down to go out, down to have fun, down to spend the night on the run. Ever since you left me, I've been down. Yeah, ever since you left me, I've been down. Oh, I said ever since you left me, I've been down. Hey. Well, I've been down, y'all.
Yeah.
Man, I was expecting him to give me a lead ride. He didn't do it.
My bad, man.
Very nice.
Always real guitar players.
All right. One more time. Have y'all had fun tonight? Have you enjoyed these guys' stories and songs? Let me ask you this. Are you going to hang around? You guys going to hang around and sell some merch, sign some stuff, that kind of deal?
Yeah, absolutely. Right. And I guess we're doing another after party at Flying Bug again tonight, huh? No, you're not?
It's Monday. It's Monday, bro.
I'm doing an after party at Flying Bug. That's where I'm going. It'll be a party one. That's all right. I'm good.
Have IV, will travel.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, I'll do a plug real quick. I don't know if it's open right now,
Yeah.
but if you haven't been to the Do-Si-Do location on Research to see their new whiskey bar, we've talked about whiskey a lot tonight. They have, I mean, I'm talking like they have Pappy Van Winkle, Blanton's. I mean, every kind of high end, but then they've got everything, every kind of whiskey, and the old fashions. And they make all their bitters on site, and I mean, it's amazing. I don't know what time they're open till. Does somebody know Do-Si-Do? Does somebody know is the whiskey bar open? If y'all want to have an after party, they will stay open for you. But if not, you got to go check it out sometime. It's amazing.
Definitely, for sure. I think I might be playing there pretty soon. I think I'm going to
Are
do a
you?
show. I think so. We were talking about working something out for it, so we'll see what's up.
Don't miss that show, and Uber.
Yes. Or
Please,
call me.
Uber.
I don't drink, so I will drive you home.
There
I
you
will
go.
do it.
Perfect. And
My
he'll sing to
Uber's
you.
upstairs right now. He's hanging out, drinking. Thanks.
Perfect. I pay him with beer. All right, Jeff, what do you want to finish up with us? Finish up tonight.
Let's ask y'all. Which one do y'all want to hear off the record? Not Monsters. We're not doing that one. What is it? Zip it.
I think Brody's got a request.
I can't do Wasted Thing either. It doesn't sound right on acoustic guitar. King of the Play. Oh man. All right, let's do one that's not on the record. This song, man, I hate this song. You know, I wrote this song about growing up in a small town, and it's not a country song, but it could be, I guess. But about growing up in a small town and how the ebbs and flows of popularity, and I wrote it when I was like 19 or 20 or something like that. And so it's called King of the Playground, which it's just weird, especially in this time frame, for a 41-year-old dude to be singing about playgrounds. It's kind of I feel like it's kind of awkward, and so I don't really like playing it. But people just make me do it. It's just, you know what? I'm gonna play it just because you're here, and I know you've had a rough week, so I love you too. Here we go. Do you remember your first kiss? Well, I do. It was somewhere around 86. Her name was Natalie. I kissed her behind that tree. When I heard him say, I heard him say, I
heard him say, I was a king, I was a king, I was a king of the playground. She was my queen, she was my queen, she was my queen. In 7th grade, I decided to join the band. And Natalie walked off in a football player's hand. And Natalie had sex with him behind that tree. When I heard him say, I heard him say, heard him say, I was a king, I was a king, I was a king of the playground. She was my queen, she was my queen, she was my queen. And I will return, and I will return, and I will return. Long live the king, long live the king. Now I'm playing my guitar in front of this crowd. And Natalie and a football player in the same small town. And every now and then I go back to visit that tree. When I heard him say, I heard him say, heard him say, I was a king, I was a king, I was a king of the playground. She was my queen, she was my queen, she was my queen. And I will return, and I will return, and I will return. Long live the king, long live the king. There it is, right there. You know, what's funny is I forgot about that last line about now I'm playing my guitar in front of this crowd and they're in the same small town. I forgot about that line. It kind of makes sense now, you know. It's sold out do-si-do, you know.
There you go. There you go. You got them.
So now let's sell out Reliant. Can we do that next? Let's sell out Reliant Stadium. I want to do that.
If everybody here brought how many people?
Yeah. We might be able to sell it out right now with COVID regulations. I don't know.
This is very true. This is very true. That's funny, man. Well, you're finishing us off tonight, man. So let's finish strong.
I'm gonna finish it with a song Jeff and I actually wrote together like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, something like that.
I was stuck, called him over. He was at the pub. Go figure. It was like noon. He came over and we knocked out this song. I've never written a breakup song, so I wrote a breakup song about.
It's better than a breakup song.
It's better than a breakup song.
This is like
a song about breaking up with a girl and then sleeping with all of her friends.
Yeah.
So.
Perfect. And don't forget the merch table over here, folks. Come say hi to these fine, upstanding young men that have. I don't know. I'm not going to go off on your relationship experience, but your songs speak for themselves. So it's perfect.
Everybody was releasing breakup songs, so I had to do it. I mean, Co released one, Colby Cooper released one. We had to write one, you know. So, what is this song called, Jeff? South Side of Leaving. It's called South Side of Leaving. It was a hook that I had already in my notes, and I started writing it and didn't know how I wanted to do it, and then I got stuck with the chorus and the bridge, and then Jeff came over and critiqued and wrote the second verse, and that's why the second verse, if you hear the second verse, you're going to say that scream is Jeff Canada. So it's called South Side of Leaving.
Well, that text on your phone said I'm leaving, baby. I finally had hanged up, 'cause you were staying out late, coming home early and crawling in bed all drunk. I used to think things were going perfect, and now they're turning around. And I don't think we're gonna make it, and this just won't work out. I'm on the backside of loving you, baby, on the front side of love. I'm on the upside of loving you, darling, and I think I've had enough. I'm on the downside of give a damn, baby, on the front side of the dust. And I don't care if you think we're breaking even. I'm on the south side of leaving. Since you've been gone, things are better, baby. I finally found my way out. Now I'm staying up late, coming home early and crawling in bed blacked out. Waking up naked, two of your friends that you don't know about. I don't give a damn if there's any rumors. In fact, I hope you find out. I'm on the backside of loving you, baby, on the front side of love. I'm on the downside of give a damn, darling, and I think I'm fed up. I'm on the upside of loving you, baby, on the front side of the dust. I don't give a damn if you think we're breaking even. I'm on the south side, leaving you lonely and leaving you blue. And I don't really care about you. I think I'm finally believing. I'm on the south side of leaving. The south side of leaving. It's called South Side of Leaving.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jeff Canada and Mr. Daniel Holmes.